That is so unfair. I sounded like a bratty kid and was surprised I hadn't crossed my arms over my chest and stomped my foot. Aspen's expression was sympathetic. I know you're upset about it, Stacy, but that's the way it is. My coach's calmness was infuriating. In the face of that calm matter-of-factness, my annoyance always vaporized. But, I protested weakly, but nothing. In the last 5 months, as well as the Winter Olympics and the U.S. Team Spring Speed Camp, you've had 9 competitions and podiums at every event. As she spoke, she ticked off the locations on her fingers, as if it might strengthen her point. Lake Louise, San Moritz, Val d'Isere, Aspen/Highlands, Cortina, Garmisch-Partenkirchen, Crans-Montana, Lenzerheide, Courchevel/Maribel, Aden Beijing in February, and Speed Camp at Mammoth Mountain last week, and it's no wonder you literally fell asleep leaning on your car after training today. I had to grab you before you face-planted. That's just Nap-O-Matic taking care of things. No big deal. Some friends on the alpine ski racing circuit had dubbed me Nap-O-Matic because I could and did sleep anywhere and at any time and in any position. Aspen's face was the epitome of, exactly. You're exhausted, and Nap-O-Matic has been working overtime. So, we're skipping the downhill at Mammoth next week, and you're having from tomorrow through Tuesday off training too. You can come back refreshed and ready to go hardcore with spring race training and the push into our off-season training. But, it was even weaker this time, but you don't need more World Cup points this year, especially not from the one remaining race we had planned. This season's globes have already been decided. You need to rest and reset both your body and your mind. You need to take a break from traveling. You need to look forward to future seasons. To the next 2 Olympics, if not the next 3, look at protecting your career and not over-racing yourself. When you get tired, you lose focus and mistakes creep in. When mistakes creep in, her eyebrows rose as if she was just thinking about finishing that sentence. We crash. My coach knew this better than anyone. I couldn't really argue with her logic and tried a different tack. Did my parents make you do this? It was tradition to go to Mammoth for my last race of the season. The fact I'd won the downhill there the last 3 years in a row didn't hurt. Of course not. You're 20, Stace. An adult. Legally, at least. Aspen grinned, and I returned it. She gripped my shoulders, jiggling me side to side. You know your parents want you to succeed and have fun and stay safe. But you also know they don't tell us how we train and compete. You're not being punished. So calm down. It's 4 days off training. You know, a vacation? Not even a vacation. Just a tiny break. Most people on the circuit took a vacation mid to late April, heading somewhere tropical to defrost once the globes. The crystal ball trophies handed out not only to the season's highest points earners in each alpine racing discipline, but also the highest overall point score on both the men's and women's circuits, were handed out, and all the important races were done. Not me. I was a winter person through and through, and lying inactive on a beach was close to my definition of torture. So I'd take some chill time skiing wherever I could, as well as hiking and mountain biking with my best friend Gemma. That was enough relaxation for me. Why go somewhere else when there was still snow on the ground? Nearly all the mountains would close to the public on May 1st, just over 2 weeks away, and there were no guarantees that the snow would hold, or that we'd get a top-up dump so we could make good on the "if there's enough snow, select U.S. alpine ski team members can train at Copper Mountain past official closing" clause thing. I huffed out a sound that I hoped conveyed that I wasn't happy. Sounded more like I had asthma.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.